Now, if someone in your family has had an illness or disease, do you ever worry that you could get it too? Well, now there's a way to find out if, in fact, you are at risk for developing certain conditions based on your genetics. And that is so important, in my opinion. So joining me to explain is Jessica Greenwood. Now, she is a genetics consultant with MyHeritage. So welcome. I really appreciate you being here. I find this really intriguing. And I understand that MyHeritage has a new at-home test that gives you health reports based on your DNA. So tell us about that, because I think this is critical.
Dr. Phil, I'm really excited about this development. It's the MyHeritage DNA Health Ancestry Kit. So MyHeritage can now test not only your ethnic origins, like we did for you last year,
right,
but also your genetic risk to develop certain health conditions.
So how does it work?
So the MyHeritage DNA Health Kit is really simple and easy to use. You just swab your cheek, send in your sample, the results are analyzed in the lab, and then sent to you directly via email within a few weeks.
Right, and I really wanted to find out about my health risks, so I'm really excited to see what you did find out, because I did this. So tell me what you found out, and it's okay, no secrets, it's okay to say whatever.
Well, Dr. Phil, your DNA shows us that you were quite healthy for a 69-year-old man.
Yeah. All right. So looks like you're stuck with me for a while. Okay, but what are my health risks based on my DNA?
So your reports are based on your level of risk. So let's start with some of the 11 conditions for which you're at average risk.
Okay. Like what?
Like Crohn's disease and heart disease.
Okay.
Late onset Alzheimer's disease. Late onset Parkinson's disease.
Okay.
And age-related macular degeneration, which is an eye disorder. And here are some of the other conditions as well.
These look a bit complicated, but you can break them down, right?
Of course. So the hereditary BRCA cancer report looks at 3 main cancers associated with the BRCA or BRCA gene.
Right.
And so for men, that's male breast cancer, prostate cancer, and pancreatic cancer.
Right.
Hereditary thrombophilia is an inherited clotting disorder that increases the risk for an abnormal blood clot.
Yeah.
And then finally, MUTYH-associated colorectal cancer is a genetic syndrome that can lead to cancers of the large intestine, the rectum, or the colon.
Right.
Again, you are only at average risk of developing these conditions, which means that your genetic risk is the same as that of the general population.
Okay, all right. So what else did you find?
You were at significantly decreased risk of developing celiac disease.
Okay.
That's an autoimmune disorder that can cause a sensitivity to gluten, which is found in things like wheat or rye or barley.
Okay.
People like you who do not have a specific genetic variant have an almost 0% chance of developing the condition.
Now, is there anything else that I need to know?
Yes. The final report is for type 2 diabetes.
Okay.
This report shows that you're at slightly decreased risk of developing type 2 diabetes.
Okay. And why would that show even a slightly decreased risk when I have type 2 diabetes?
Well, it's a really important example for people to pay attention to. These reports are based on your genetic risk,
right,
but there are other factors that can cause you to develop specific conditions, even if you're not at increased risk for them.
Right.
So in the example of your diabetes, it could have been brought on based on other lifestyle factors like your diet or your BMI, your body mass index.
Yeah. So what can people do if the report shows an increased risk for one of these areas?
In the United States, the increased risk reports are reviewed by one of our partner physicians to determine if a genetic counseling consultation is recommended. And if so, a consultation with a genetic counselor either by phone or by video is included at no additional cost. So that ensures that our users have the support they need to interpret their reports appropriately.
Yeah. You know, I think knowledge is power, and I think everybody should learn about their own genetic health risk. It certainly doesn't replace regular medical checkups. It can definitely give you specifics that you can discuss with your doctor. And if you'd like to learn about your genetic health risk, just go to myheritage.com/health and order your kit today. And I did it, so I can tell you it's really interesting and it's so easy to do. And just for my viewers right now, I arranged for everybody to get 50% off for your MyHeritage DNA kit. All you have to do is type in the code Dr. Phil. I want to really encourage everybody to do that. So I want to thank all of my guests today, and a special thanks to dating expert Matthew Hussey, and also a special thanks to Jessica Greenwood. and MyHeritage.